Hey guys, RanterInShades here, exercising my First Amendment rights vlog style. Happy New Year to you all. It's now that moment we've all been waiting for, where we continue the tradition of shamelessly ripping off Muse Productions, A Dose of Buckley, Todd in the Shadows, The Double Agent, and others by going over my top 10 worst songs of 2015 according to the Billboard year-end chart. If you haven't seen my top 10 best songs of 2015 video, I will have that annotated up here, as well as linked in the description. In order for a song to make it on any of these lists, it must be charting on Billboard's year-end chart, and I must dislike it for various reasons. I'll just say before I begin that if you disagree with any of my choices here, that's fine, but if you're going to complain in the comments, at least watch the video in its entirety before doing so. You obviously clicked on this video to hear what I have to say, so you should at the very least give me ground to speak before commenting. Okay? Cool. Let's get started. I only have one honorable mention this year that did not chart on the year-end chart, and it's probably a good thing that this song didn't chart, as well as a telling sign. This would be Pretty Girls by Britney Spears and Iggy Azalea. First things first, neither of them are pretty girls, let's be honest here. Second of all, the song sounds just like fucking Fancy, so shame on you, Invisible Men, you lazy hacks. Third of all, the message of pretty girls always getting what they want sure is swell, but we'll talk a little bit more about that later. Also, spoiler alert, Fetty Wap is nowhere on this list. Just thought I'd let you know. Number 10. One thing I've always hated about Drake, apart from his I Made It songs and how he's lately become a parody of himself, is how bored he sounds in songs like this. I guess he thinks this is how to sound heartfelt, but heartfelt and monotone don't exactly go together. The song's pretty much Drake mumbling and looking back on his relationship with a girl who used to call him on his cell phone. Do people still call phones that? Welcome to 2016, right? Where the term cell phone sounds dated. The lyrics make Drake sound bitter and jealous, and it's kinda hard to sympathize with him, especially when he sounds possessive. It's not cute. At least Nick Jonas was honest about his tendencies to come off as possessive, but no, Drake's too cool for that shit. But you know what he's not too cool for? Memes. Great. Number 9. Why, Paul? Are you really this desperate? Why should you be? You're a fucking Beatle. You've been pretty much set for life for years. What does Paul even do for the song? All he does is play some chords on an acoustic guitar. Doesn't even have his own verse. The guitar could have been played by anybody, so not only do I need to ask, why Paul, but also, why Paul? My guess is that they needed a name like Paul McCartney attached to the song because it's just that boring without a giant name like that. If we didn't know that that was Paul McCartney playing the acoustic, or if some studio musician was playing the part, the song would have been forgettable as all hell. That's what goes through my mind when I imagine Paul somewhere else than in this song. Not to mention, I really don't like the way Kanye and Rihanna sound with an acoustic guitar. A typical song by them is one thing, but they aren't folk singers. This is a kind of song where the vocals should not have too much processing. I suppose we ought to thank old Kanye and Rihanna for giving the previously unknown musician Paul McCartney some much needed exposure. To the douchebag fans of yours asking, who the fuck's Paul McCartney? You make me sick.
Vote H for president, God bless.
Number 8. Wiz Khalifa is one of the first people that come to mind when I think of bland, generic mainstream rappers. And Charlie Puth in the chorus just sounds whiny. That's one thing I really hated, was hearing this song and thinking, great, now I have to listen to that chorus. Wonderful. And to think that this was the song that dethroned Uptown Funk. Wiz Khalifa just isn't a person that really screams #1 hit, unfortunately. I really don't care that the song's a tribute to Paul Walker. I don't exactly hold the Fast and the Furious films to heart, but even if I did, does he really need a tribute song? Especially a tribute song this underwhelming? Let's be honest. If the song didn't have anything to do with Paul Walker, it wouldn't be anywhere near the top of the charts. Wiz just needs to go back to being a Snoop Dogg knockoff rapping about how he likes to
smoke weed every day.
Number 7. Cool for the Summer is anything but cool, and it's anything but a summer anthem. Cue Uptown Funk! Demi just sounds uninspired in the song, and the whole "don't tell your mother, we'll die for each other" thing is just creepy and awkward. I have no idea what she was trying to accomplish with this song, and I have no idea what this has to do with summer. It almost sounds like this is one of those songs that's written based around the title. Okay, Demi, we need to have a big summer hit this year. Let's call this song, I don't know, Cool for the Summer. Okay, so now what?
We could write about sex. People have a lot of sex in the summer.
Great! You're a genius. If there's anything I know about songwriting, that's not how to go about it. Oh, it's about bisexuality? That to me sounds like what people said about Lady Gaga's music back in the day. How there's some really deep and meaningful message buried underneath the cliche lyrics. So I could really give a shit less what the song's about. It doesn't make it sound any better. Number 6. Don't get me wrong, I'm human and I like money, but is it really something I get this angry and violent over? And is this really a song that's meant to showcase Rihanna's amazing and undeniable talent? Yeah, I thought so. The thing that's both hilarious and stupid about this song is that Rihanna is coming off as threatening when she herself was a victim of domestic violence. Did she just forget that? I'd love to see someone try to justify this. Why does there need to be a song about essentially this?
Where's my money? You gonna give me my money? Where's my money, man?
The beat's boring, the lyrics are juvenile and trashy. That is all. Moving on. Number 5. Oh boy, this just hurt to listen to. Andy Grammer actually had some decent songs in the past, like Keep Your Head Up and Fine By Me. This was just, sounds like a stupid hoedown song. Apart from the music sounding stupid, the song paints a really uncomfortable picture. Essentially, Grammer comes close to cheating on his wife, girlfriend, cleaning lady, whatever the hell, but tells the girl that he's faithful, that he's good. Cool. I guess I can get behind the moral of the story, but why use picking up on somebody as a way of conveying that moral? That's like killing someone in order to teach a lesson of gun safety. It doesn't work. The music video is also really goofy, which I guess fits. It just shows a bunch of couples from different age groups. Cool. The song Cheerleader by Omi or OMI or however the hell we're supposed to pronounce that, sucks for pretty much the same reason here. The only difference is the song is slightly catchy. Cheating, or coming close to cheating, just isn't something I want to hear being glorified in a song, whether it has good intentions or not. Steel Panther was able to do this right in their song Community Property. You might be asking, well, why does it work for that song but not for Andy Grammer or Omi? Because it's supposed to be comedic. Honey, I'm Good and Cheerleader just aren't, and that is why they fail. Number 4. Fuck this beat! God damn, the beat here is so fucking nauseating. Crying out loud. Like with Wiz Khalifa, I never really thought Flo Rida to be all that prominent of a rapper in the mainstream. I guess I can give him credit for not recycling the formula from Good Feeling and Wild Ones where it goes female vocal sample, basic verse, repeat, but it's still a far cry. Lyrically, the song is generic as all hell. It's songs like this that are the reason why classic rock kids think all rap sounds the same. It's all about bitches, money, and being a douchebag. Fantastic. Again, get this disgusting beat away from me, right now. Who honestly thought this was a good idea? Number 3. Can someone please explain to me how Beyonce is supposed to be talented? As much as how Drunken Love was cringy as all hell, 7-Eleven is just lazy. I never thought I would hear a Beyonce song worse than Drunken Love, and then this comes out. Awesome. The lyrics are pretty much just rambling nonsense. It's a clusterfuck of short, repetitive phrases that at best can be used as dance moves, and her singing is just monotonous. She just isn't trying with the song. So I'll say again, can someone please explain to me if I'm missing something here? Is this really what we're supposed to see as talented? Someone who makes up a word deaky just so it can rhyme with freaky? This is on the level of credibility populated only by dance rap songs. Congratulations, there's your queen of the music industry, ladies and gentlemen. Number 2. We meet again, Miss Trainer. One thing I hate about relationships is this sense of entitlement that's being glorified in this song. I hate how Meghan Trainor is seen as a role model to young women when she's basically enforcing the idea that they need to be spoiled little bitches. Thus is one of the reasons I have yet to be in a relationship, because I'm afraid that the girl will end up being as immature as Meghan Trainor is in this song. Dear Future Husband, to me, pretty much says,
you gotta know know how to treat me like a lady and do everything I say because I have the tits, I make the rules. Fuck whatever you say or think, fuck cooperation and equal effort, that don't fly with me.
Fuck this mentality. And if you abide by this mentality, then fuck you. Relationships require equal input. It should never be all about what the woman wants, nor should it be all about what the man wants. You should never work your partner silly and expect to be treated like a supreme overlord. That's not love. That's not how relationships work. Songs like this that reinforce this spoiled brat mentality are complete fucking horseshit. Meghan Trainor and anyone who uses this song as their personal anthem, I have 2 words for you. Grow up. This isn't high school anymore. No one wants to be with someone who treats them as a subordinate, and they certainly won't want to marry you either. Fuck Meghan Trainor and fuck this piece of shit song. And my number 1 worst song of 2015 is Ready to Be Shocked. Why was this song a hit? Someone please explain to me why the world needed a dance song even shittier than 7-Eleven. This song is just obnoxious and unfucking listenable. I know whip is a thing thanks to Devo, but how does one nay-nay? What the fuck does that mean? Isn't neigh the sound a horse makes? Let me see if I can try this. I'm not gonna repeat myself here, but I'm so sick of novelty dance songs, especially ones this douchey. They have no place in mainstream music. I'm sure people probably said the same thing about songs like The Twist or even the Cha-Cha Slide, but at least they didn't make up a word, let alone a horse sound, and not explain how to do it. If you explain how to nay-nay, I might hate this song less, but I'd still hate it.
I don't even know what that means.
No one knows what it means, but it's provocative.
No excuses! One thing's for sure, this is the last I'm sure we'll hear from Mr. Silento. If there's anything I've learned from Soulja Boy, it's that these kinds of rappers have absolutely no staying power and lose relevance almost immediately after they hit big. I'm sure he'll try to follow up by recycling the nay-nay formula, and people won't give a shit. Rest in peace, career. It's been real. Thus concludes my worst songs of 2015. Thank you very much for watching, and thank you very much for making 2015 such a swell year making videos here. Hope you enjoyed this video, take care, and have a nice day. I'm Shades, and I'll see you next time.